All right. Good afternoon, kids. Okay, let's get going. So, this is your recaps. They are very, very good. I'm going to take 10, maybe 15 minutes. Hello, Ethan. Good afternoon, man. Because I want to read your recaps, okay? And then when I am finished reading, I want to copy your recaps to create a paper, to create a recap for the other pupils, because I have received 8 recaps, and they are all very good. But I want to create a recap for the other pupils. Is it clear? So first I'm going to read, then I'm going to discuss your recaps, and we will create a new one. Okay? So this is the plan for today. If you want to read along, this is the link to your recaps. Here it is. All right, let's go. We're going to start with Anel. So this is what Anael has written. The event that triggered the start of the war. To trigger this, a synonym is to mark. To trigger, a trigger is this. Okay. That triggered the start of the war was shout here around the world. Anael, that is not correct. Look here. It is the shot. The shot. Okay. And it is the shot heard around the world. Oops, sorry. Heard around the world on April 17, it is not April 17. I think it's April 19, Anna, if I'm correct. It's not working on? Sorry, girl. Let me... Okay, this. Okay. Okay. There you go, girl. Is it okay now? It should be working now. Yes, this is better. Okay. Anael said April 17, but I think it's not correct. If I'm not mistaken, it's April 19, but I'm not quite sure. I need to check. The colonists were angry because the British made them pay taxes and they did not have the same rights. Anael, that's perfect. This event is important because it is the beginning of the war. Yes, that is perfect. And it is injustice that they do not have the same rights. Anael, look, that certain pays tax. Certain is not correct. That some people pay taxes, but not others. Do you understand? Not others. Like this. Okay. The characters were involved. Anel characters is for a fiction. Okay. Here it is not. Hello, is it Nathan? It's Nathan, right? Good afternoon. Here, Anel, characters. A character is in a work of fiction, in a book or in a movie. Okay, so it is the people. You can say the famous people. Okay. Who are involved in this period are Thomas Jefferson. Yes, that's excellent. Just put a capital letter. Thomas Jefferson. George Washington. Oh, come on, girl. Washington. Like this, Washington. And Benjamin Franklin, yeah. On July 4, 1776, they wrote the Declaration of Independence. Yes. To be absolutely correct, look, Anael said they wrote the Declaration on July 4th. To be absolutely correct, the Declaration was written on the 2nd, but it was signed in Congress. It was presented and signed in Congress on July the 4th. Okay? The 13 colonies became independent and the 13 United States of America were created. Anaël, that's perfect, girl. That is excellent. No problem. No, it's very good. It's very, very good. Carla, after the 7 Years' War, the British suffered a serious financial crisis. Carla, that is excellent. You understand a serious financial crisis? That is absolutely correct. That's very good. Like today, actually, a serious financial crisis. They decided to make the colonies of America pay taxes. Yes, absolutely. That angers. Carla, it's in the past, so it would be better to say that angered. You understand? In the past, ed, like this. That angered. The American colonists who don't want in the past, who didn't want to pay his taxes. It's not very beautiful. Maybe you can say the king's taxes or the British Empire taxes. Okay, but I think you could just say who did not want to pay taxes. Okay, that would be correct. Just like this. Okay. In 1775, the Battle of Lexington Concord marks the beginning of the war. Yes, that is absolutely correct. I think. Yeah, look, Carla, your introduction is absolutely brilliant. It's perfect. I think it would be excellent with your introduction and Anaël's explanation of the shot around the world, because this is very good. Okay, Carla, your beginning is excellent, and Anaël's explanation of the shot heard around the world is perfect. So maybe we can combine the two, and it would be very good. Okay, in 1770, Benjamin Franklin and Thomas Jefferson are historical, with a C, people involved in this period. Yes, they are the ones who voted in the past for the commander-in-chief. Yes, I think Carla, I think it is not correct, because in the first National Congress is in 1774, okay, 1774, and during the first National Congress, Benjamin Franklin and Thomas Jefferson were not present, okay? Only George Washington was present, and he was elected. I'm not sure, I don't remember. No, you're right, girl. Yeah, I think you're right. You are correct. Absolutely. You are correct. But the important part is the writing and the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Okay, good. On July 4th, Carla, like this, with a capital letter. The Declaration of the United States, the Declaration of Independence of the United States was written by 5 people. Yes, absolutely, including Ben Franklin, John Adams, and Thomas Jefferson. Thus, oh, that is excellent, Carla. Yes, that is a very beautiful word. Thus. Thus, it means as a consequence. In consequence, it can be said that this United States of America. This is bizarre, because it can be said. It means, Carla, on pourrait dire, okay? But here it is not a hypothesis, it is a fact, okay? It is not a hypothesis. Thus, this, Carla, you can go, look, Carla, take a look. You can go just like this. Okay? The 13 colonies form the 13 states. Finished. Is it clear? It's better like this. It is better. Okay, that is excellent and very complete. That is a very good job. Jules, the event that marked the start of the war was the shot heard round the world. Yes, the colonists are angry. Jules, in the past, the colonists were angry. Like this. With the British, yes, because that is perfect. Angry. Look at what Jules said. Jules said the colonists were angry with the British. Yes, that is absolutely perfect, man. Because the British government decided to tax the colonies, yes, and passed a series of measures. The intolerable acts. That is perfect. One very small problem, Jules. Look, intolerable. No S. Okay, like this. Intolerable acts. This event is important because colonists. Look, Jules. This it is not necessary. No apostrophe. The colonists. Okay. It is not a possession. It is no, just a plural. The colonists wanted more rights for every citizen. Yes, citizens. CITIZENS. The historic people involved in this period are Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, and Ben Franklin. They created a they created a continental army. Jules, look, they created a continental army for fight the British. Jules, it is not for fight the British. What is the English to say pour, mais pas devant un nom, devant un verbe? Comment est-ce qu'on dit? On dit pas for fight. Here, look. The July 4, 1776, the Continental Congress voted the Declaration of Independence. That's perfect. Jules, yes, that's correct, man. To fight the British. And here, look, this is a precise. Yes, Augustin, absolutely, man. This is a precise date, July 4th. So it is not the. It's a different word. It's a two-letter word. Do you understand? It is not the July 4th. It is a small two-letter word, okay? Do you understand? Do you know what word is it? It is not the. The Continental Congress voted the Declaration of Independence. That's perfect. The 13 colonies became independent. Yes, that is excellent. And the 13 United States of America were created with a D, and that is excellent. That is very good. Excellent job. What is this? Do you know? Anyone? No one? It is on July 4th. Okay, that is excellent. All right, Ambre. The war was started. Ambre, I'm sorry, girl, but I don't like the war was started. It sounds very bizarre. I would just say the war started. Okay? The war started. On April 19th, yes, absolutely. It's Anael. April 19th. It is not, the date is not very important, okay? But if you write the date, you need to have the correct date, okay? So, where is on? Oh, here is on. The war started on April 19th, 1775, by the battle with the Battle of Lexington and Concord. With the battles of Lexington and Concord in Massachusetts, because the people, people, no S, people is a plural. Do you understand? People is the plural of person. A person, people. It's bizarre, but it's like this. Do you understand, Ambre? People never takes an S. Okay, it is already plural. Because the people of the 13 colonies were angry with the British government. Yes, that is perfect. Because it decided to tax the colonies. That's perfect, girl. Excellent. This event is important because it's the first Uh, uh, you can say it is the first shot, okay, or it is the first fight, but you cannot say it is the first revolutionary war because there is only one revolutionary war, okay? So you can say it is the first shot or it is the first fight, okay? Or the first battle, okay? Battle, fight, shot of the Revolutionary War, because there is only one Revolutionary War. Of the future, yes, that's perfect. Three historic people, they were involved. Were in, like this. Look, do you understand? Were involved. It is a passive voice. This is a little bit difficult. I'm sorry. It is a little bit complicated. You know the passive. It is like the mouse is eaten by the cat. Passive. It's a little bit difficult. In this period, Ben Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, who were acting new delegates, that's absolutely perfect, to join a reunion in Philadelphia in May 1775. Yes, John Adams, who wrote, yes, that's perfect. Thomas Jefferson and two other people to declare. John Adams, who wrote with Ben Franklin. Okay, that's perfect. Ambre, independence in English is Independence. There is no A. Do you see? No A. It's E. Okay? It's different than in French. It is not the same orthograph. Independence. No A. E. E. On July 4th, 1776, and George Washington, who were singular, who was the commander-in-chief of the British Army. On July 4th, 1776, the 13 colonies became the 13 states. Yes, that is perfect. Of the USA, United States of America. Perfect. After yes, that's perfect. Okay, that is excellent. Excellent. All right, Emma. Emma, you said the event started the war. It is a little bizarre because in French it would be l'événement qui a démarré la guerre. Donc c'est une proposition subordonnée. Emma, je pense que tu sais comment on va faire ça. Quel mot est-ce qu'on va mettre pour démarrer une proposition subordonnée? Donc ici il me manque un petit quelque chose, Emma. The event here, look, right here, okay. Started the war is the shot heard around the world. Yes, that's perfect. When local militiamen, you know what is a militia? Militia. A militia is a group of people in a small city, in a small town, and they've got rifles, they've got pitchforks. You understand? It's a small group of armed people. Yeah. When local militiamen clashed with British soldiers with the S in the battles of Lexington and Concord in Massachusetts. Yes. Emma, the event here, what do I need to add? I need a little something. The colonists. Oh. Nope. Emma, il me manque un petit mot qu'on utilise pour introduire une proposition subordonnée. En français, on dirait l'événement qui a démarré la guerre. L'événement qui démarra la guerre. Tu te souviens pas de ça? Ici, c'est... Ici, il te manque un verbe, Bernard, regarde. The colonists angry. Les colons mécontents. Et il te manque ton verbe. The colonists were angry with the British. Because they do not agree. In the past, they did not agree with the declaration. Oh, that is bizarre. Emma, I don't understand this part. I think this is bizarre. What declaration? Look. The Declaration of the Right due every citizen. The rights with the S. This declaration, Emma, the rights due every citizen, it is an American declaration. Okay, it is not a British declaration. It is an American declaration, and the Americans want rights, and they do not agree with the British because the British do not respect the right. Okay, so this part, Emma, this is not correct. Okay, this is not correct. Can I go? What is this? This is not okay. Okay. This important. Emma, where is your verb? This was an important event. Emma, it is the event that started the war. You remember that? That started the war? Like this? This was an important event because it marks the start of the Revolutionary War, yes? Like this. The historic people involved is Ben Franklin, John Adams, and Thomas Jefferson, yes. They... Emma, it is wrote, written, okay? So here, it is not the past participle, it is the preterite, and the preterite is they wrote. Yeah, they wrote the Declaration of Independence. The 13th colonists signed the Declaration of Independence, July 4th, 1776. Okay, Emma, this is pretty good, but the part in green is not correct. Okay, you need to say, for example, the colonists were angry with the British because they opposed the taxes, they did not want to pay the taxes, they wanted to be treated like British citizens, etc. Okay. Ethan, Leana, Andrea, I'm going to speed up a little. I'm going to speed up. Ethan, the war started because the France just France, okay? Because France is it's a proper noun. You understand the proper noun, Ethan? It's not like a house or a pen. It's France. It is not the France. France and her allies wanted the colonial domination, just colonial domination of North America, but British and most of the time, Ethan, it is British and her allies. Her allies. Okay, it's bizarre, but we treat Great Britain as a woman, not as a man. You understand? It is not his allies; it is her allies. And her allies wanted it to. Ethan, it's correct, but in reality, Great Britain, the British Empire, was very, very powerful, and they had many enemies, but they had no allies. Do you understand? They were so big and so powerful, they had no allies. They were just a very big empire, and they had enemies. So this is bizarre. The colonists are angry. In the past, in the preterite, the colonists were angry with the British because they don't. Look. So this is not correct. Represent is with the E, not with the A. Let's just say, much more simple, Ethan, you can say, they were not represented. And that's it. Okay, much more simple. They were not represented at the parliament. Parliament in English is with the A, like this, parliament. About taxes, they were not represented. You don't need to add about taxes because they were not represented at all. Okay, like this. This event is important because Ethan, je passe en français rapidement parce que sinon on va pas avoir le temps de faire le cours après, donc j'accélère. Ethan, tu m'as donné les causes de la guerre, mais tu m'as pas donné l'événement de la guerre. Et par conséquent, regarde ensuite ce que tu me fais. Tu me dis cet événement est important. Oui, je suis d'accord, mais tu m'as pas parlé de l'événement, et par conséquent, il n'y a pas de lien logique entre ton premier paragraphe et ton deuxième. Donc là, il y a un petit problème. This event is important because there will be after the Boston. Wow, 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 wow. Et pourquoi est-ce qu'il y a du futur et du passé dans la même phrase? Ethan, this is very bizarre. Ethan, the Boston Massacre and the Boston Tea Party is before the battles of the Lexington and Concord and the shot heard around the world. So this is not correct, Ethan. This is not correct. Oh, sorry. Oh, no, what have I done? Nope. Let's just go like this. Okay. The historic people, Ben Franklin and John Adams, they've signed the Independence Declaration. Yes, it is the other way around. It is the Declaration of Independence. Independence with a E, not with a A. Ethan, tu me mets des apostrophes VE partout, et le temps, tu le maîtrises pas bien. Alors, je sais que je t'en ai parlé dans la correction que je t'ai renvoyée sur la rédaction que tu m'as fait précédemment, mais là, ton temps, il n'est pas bien utilisé. C'est le sujet de la leçon de grammaire qu'on va faire à la fin du cours aujourd'hui, donc si tu veux, après, tu pourras réessayer d'en faire, mais là, c'est approximatif ce que tu me fais. Ici, ce serait beaucoup plus correct de mettre tout simplement they signed. George Washington was the commander-in-chief of the Continental Army. Yes, the Southern colonies became independent. Yes, with the E, and became the 13 States of America. Yes, that's good. C'est pas the America, c'est America. Arrête de mettre des the devant des noms propres. Ethan. Okay, good. Leanna. The battles of Lexington and Concord. Liana, it is two different cities. It is the name of two cities, Lexington and Concord. Okay. Oh no. Liana, where is? Yes, there it is. Lexington and Concord was the event that started the war. Yes, perfect. The colonists, plural. It is not was. Look, it is a plural. It is the colonists with a S. So it is were angry with the British because they wanted the same rights. Perfect. That is absolutely perfect. This event is important because it's since that time that the Continental Congress voted to adopt the Declaration of Independence. It's very complicated and very bizarre, Liana. It's correct, but it is very complicated. Liana, it would be simpler to just say it's because of this. You understand? It's because of this that the Continental Congress is better. Voted to adopt the declaration. That is absolutely perfect. July with a capital letter, a capital J. Yes, perfect. The historic people involved in this period was the founding fathers. Yes, Leana, that is absolutely perfect. It was a question I had in the documents. C'est la première fois que je vois la réponse dans le récap. C'est parfait. Je vous ai demandé comment est-ce qu'on appelait ces personnes. Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin et je vais y arriver, George Washington. Et c'est pas les seuls d'ailleurs, mais ils font partie d'une catégorie d'individus qu'on appelle les pères fondateurs. Ok, et ça, c'est ce qu'a marqué Léana ici. The founding fathers. Okay, very important. For the Americans, it is very important, the founding fathers. I'm going to go like this with a big F. Founding fathers. Yes. Excellent. Of the United States, Ben Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, and George Washington. Ben Franklin was an American statesman and scientist. Yes, the first American. Yes, he helped to make the 13 colonies one nation. Perfect. Thomas Jefferson was the third president. Yeah, that is excellent, girl. Of the United States. Yes, George Washington was the first president, and Thomas Jefferson was the third president. He wrote the Declaration of Independence. That is excellent. George Washington was the first president of the US and the commander-in-chief. Yes, that is absolutely perfect. The 13 colonies became the 13 states of the USA. Today, the American flag. Oh, that is excellent. That is really, really, really good. Take a look. Take a look. Today, the American flag prominently displays. It displays. This is a synonym for show. You understand? Show. 13 horizontal red and white stripes. Is it clear? And it represents the first colonies. Leana, that is absolutely perfect, girl. Let me show the others. So, flag US. Okay, so this is the flag of the US. And you can see the 13 stripes. You understand? This is... there are horizontal red and white stripes, and it represents the 13 colonies. So this is absolutely perfect. Excellent job. Yeah. And I think I have one more. Is it Andrea? I have not done Andrea. Okay, Andrea. Where is it? Yes. The Americans of the 13 colonies were angry because the British government wanted to tax them. Yes, perfect. The Americans wanted, it is not two same rights, it is just the same rights. And it is rights with a H, Andrea. Rights of other British subjects. So on April 19th, TH, 1775, local militia April. Andrea, you need to put a capital letter. Militiamen clashed with British soldiers in the battles of Lexington and Concord in Massachusetts. This is what we call, yes, Andrea, to be perfectly precise, what we call the shot heard around the world is the first shot of the battle. Is it clear? This event is the beginning of the revolution. Yes, that is absolutely correct. But Andrea, in English, it is the Revolutionary War, like this, revolutionary. Okay, you understand? The Americans, with a capital letter. Americans. The Americans wanted to take their independence with the E, not with the A, of British Crown, from the British Crown. The founding fathers, yes, that is good, of America are Ben Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, and George Washington. Army chief, it is correct, okay, but the precise term is commander-in-chief, okay, the commander-in-chief. Andrea, this, when it is a plural, not a singular, it is these, okay, like this, these. Plural, these three men. These three men helped the 13 colonies to become a nation. Yes, absolutely. To finish is not very beautiful. When you are at the end of a paper, it is better to say to conclude. Okay, to conclude. On July 4th, 1776, the Continental Congress voted to adopt the Declaration of Independence. Yes, the 13 colonies became the United States of America. That is absolutely perfect. That is an excellent job. Congratulations to everyone. Congratulations. Let me check. Anaël, Carla, Jules, Ethan, Ambre, Andrea, Leana, Emma. It is your your writing, it is very serious and it is very well written. It is an excellent job. Congratulations. All right, so today, very short lesson. Okay, let's continue. A brief history of the US, part 8, the Declaration of Independence. Okay, so the sources of today's lesson is the National Archives and history.com. Let's go. Okay, so this is the last slide of part 7. On July 4th, the Continental Congress voted to adopt the Declaration of Independence. And this you can see, it is a photograph of the original document. You understand? Okay, it is the original piece of paper that was written by Thomas Jefferson. Clear enough? So it is an historic piece of paper. All right. So I asked. Yes, I forgot. What is the name? What is the name that the Americans give to July the 4th? What is July the 4th for Americans? It is a national holiday. You understand? A national holiday. For example, in France, we have le 14 juillet. Okay. What is the name of July the 4th for the American? Okay, let's continue. So this is a photograph of the Declaration of Independence, and I have cut small parts. Okay, so let's take a look. We hold this truth to be self-evident. We hold this truth to be self-evident. It means we believe, we think. These truths are evident. A truth. Look, truth. Okay, you understand? Is it clear? This is a truth, all right? We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. What is the first truth? That they are endowed by their creator. Endowed here, it is like to be given, okay? They are endowed by their creator with certain unalienable rights. Unalienables, it means you can't take them away, okay? No one can take your rights, okay? All men are created equal, and their creator gives them rights, okay? What is the second truth, and who is their creator? What do you think? Who is their creator, according to Thomas Jefferson? That among these, it means it is the rights, okay? The rights, they are life, liberty, and this one is the most important. Okay. The pursuit of happiness. Is it clear? The pursuit of happiness. And this is a very important idea to Americans. Okay, the Americans, they think that the pursuit of happiness, it is the most important idea. All right. So this life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, it is the rights that are given by the Creator. Do you understand? And then you have there is a question at the bottom. What are the 3 most important rights to American? Yeah. Okay. The history of the present King of Great Britain, it means the president, not the president, the king. The present king, it means the king today. Okay. The history of the King of Great Britain is a history of repeated injuries and usurpations. Okay, do you understand this? Usurpations and injuries. Injuries. So this is sorry. This is an injury, okay? And usurpation, it's the same in French. You understand? This is clear? So in the declaration, it is written, the history, yes, the history of the King of Great Britain is a history of repeated injuries and usurpations, okay? And then in the text here, there is a list of injuries, okay? And this is, I have chosen 5 examples, okay? But in the declaration, the list is very, very long, okay? So here are 5 examples of injuries and usurpations. He has refused his assent to laws necessary for the public good. His assent is in French is how do I explain? It means the law was necessary. Okay, it was important for the Americans, but the king did not agree. Okay, he has dissolved the representative houses. He has obstructed. You know, obstructed is when you block. He has obstructed the administration of justice. He has made the military, the British military, superior to the civil power. The civil is the people of America, the Americans. Okay, so the king has made the military superior to the people. He has plundered our seas, ravaged our coasts, and burnt our towns. This is a very severe accusation. To plunder is when you steal people's stuff. You attack someone and then you take their stuff. You plunder. Okay, for example, the Vikings they plunder, or the pirates they plunder. Okay, ravaged. It's pretty clear. It's the same as in French. To burn, to put fire to. He has burnt our towns and destroyed the lives of our people. In this declaration, who is accused? Yeah, I think this is very simple. In this declaration, who is accused? And then, we therefore, the representatives of the United States of America, appealing to the Supreme Judge of the world, solemnly declare that these united colonies ought to be free and independent states. Okay? Who is the supreme judge of the world, and what do they declare? Do you understand? Is it clear? We, the representatives of the United States of America, so this is Jefferson, Franklin, Washington, appealing to the supreme judge of the world, declare the colonies are free and independent. Do you understand? Is it clear? So this is what is in the declaration. Okay, the text that you see here, this text, it is a copy from this. Okay, it is the original text from Jefferson. Yes, Nathan. Okay, so this is the text of the declaration. Oh, and at the bottom, At the bottom, you can see the signatures, okay, of Hancock, Washington, Jefferson, etc., etc. Okay, so who is the supreme judge of the world? What do you think? And what do they declare? Uh, these united colonies ought to be free. Ought is a synonym for should. Do you remember? Should women and men should have equal rights. Should. Okay. These colonies should be free and independent. All right. Let's recap. What document have we studied? When was it written? By whom? How does it start? What do they enumerate? Okay, what is at the start of the declaration? They make a list. What is the list? Okay. Okay, it's here. What is the start of the declaration? We declare that. What is the second part of the declaration? The second part of the declaration. Oh, sorry. It's this. This is the second part of the declaration. It is the list. Okay, you understand? And what is the logical consequence of the first part and the second part? Is it clear? Do you understand? All right. So, homework for Thursday. All right. Number one, watch and read the presentation a second time, then write a recap. Okay, so it is the same exercise we did before. And number two, in the declaration, Jefferson uses a special tense. Okay, let me show you again. Yes, Nathan. Okay, Jefferson says he has refused, he has dissolved, he has obstructed. Okay, so this is a particular tense. Okay. Nope. One. Yes. Okay. Jefferson uses a special tense. Do the grammar exercise to find out about it. So grammar exercise. Dans l'extrait suivant de la déclaration d'indépendance, surligner les groupes verbaux, de combien de mots sont composés ces groupes verbaux, etc., etc. Clear enough? Do you understand? All right, and this is a recap. So it is the same exercise we did before. What documents have we studied? When was it written? I think it is simpler, it is easier than the one we did before. I think it's shorter. Okay, so I am finished for today. Donc vous avez deux exercices à faire pour jeudi. Je pense que l'exercice de récap pour aujourd'hui est plus facile que l'exercice que je vous avais demandé de faire pour la dernière fois. Étant donné que l'exercice à faire pour la dernière fois, il a été extrêmement bien fait. Je pense que ça ne devrait pas vous poser trop de problèmes. D'un autre côté, j'ai pas reçu beaucoup de rédactions, j'en ai reçu 8 ou 9, alors c'est peut-être justement parce que c'était trop difficile, j'en sais rien. N'hésitez pas à me dire, n'hésitez pas à m'envoyer un mail si vraiment c'est trop difficile pour vous, si c'est inaccessible, si vous n'avez pas compris le cours. Faites-le moi savoir s'il vous plaît. Donc l'exercice c'est la même chose, il faut reprendre la présentation et puis résumer ce qu'elle contient. Anaël, je trouve aussi. C'était très difficile, je suis d'accord avec toi. En revanche, tant mieux. En revanche, Anaël, ton travail était d'excellente qualité. Donc, si ça peut vous amener à progresser, tant mieux. Après, il ne faut pas que ça vous prenne non plus beaucoup trop de temps. Jules, c'est pour jeudi. Et donc il y a encore une petite rédac, mais elle est plus courte que celle qui était à faire pour aujourd'hui. Jules, c'est la même chose, c'était excellent ce que tu as fait, Emma, c'était très bien aussi. Donc c'est plutôt tant mieux si ça vous fait avancer, si ça vous fait progresser. Donc la rédac est plus courte, par contre il y a un petit exercice de grammaire, mais le petit exercice de grammaire est très facile. Il est très facile, et quand vous avez les bonnes réponses sur BookWidget, là, sur l'exercice interactif, ça vous met un petit tic à côté. Comme ça vous voyez si vous avez bon en même temps que vous complétez l'exercice. Ok. Voilà, c'est tout pour aujourd'hui, et je vous dis à jeudi. Bye bye, see you on Thursday.